Malacanang nagpahayag ng kasiyahan sa patuloy na pag-unlad ng ekonomiya ng bansa. Ito ay matapos na magtala ng 7.1% GDP growth ang Pilipinas at nanguna sa iba pang bansa sa Timog Silangang Asya. Alamin natin ito sa ulat ni Rocky Ignacio live. Rocky?
Yes, maraming salamat, Cathy. Sa kabilangan ng global economic slowdown, napanatili ng Pilipinas ang matatag na economic fundamentals. Ito ay matapos makapagtala ng 7.1% economic growth. Kasi ng global economic slowdown, nagpatuloy ang magandang galaw na ekonomiya ng Pilipinas. 7.1% ang naitalang paglago sa third quarter ng taon, mataas sa kaparehong period ng 2011 at mas mataas sa iba pang mga bansa na kasapi ng ASEAN.
The Philippine economy grew 7.1% in the third quarter this year, meeting government targets and besting other Southeast Asian economies that have disclosed their numbers for the period. Among our neighbors, the country's GDP growth was higher than Indonesia, 6.2%, Malaysia's 5.2%, Vietnam's 4.7%, Thailand's 3%, and Singapore's 0.3%. This impressive expansion from 3.2% in the same quarter last year places the country's 9-month growth rate at 6.5% and on track to surpass the 5 to 6% full-year growth target set by the National Economic Development Authority.
Malaking bahagi niya ng patuloy na pagtibay ng economic fundamentals ng bansa ang mataas sa kumpiyansa sa daang Administrasyong Aquino.
The Philippine economy has shown both resilience and resurgence despite the global economic slowdown. This was made possible due to sustained confidence in the leadership of President Aquino and his administration, which has consistently equated good governance with good economics. Underscored by deft fiscal management, responsible and transparent public spending, and a continuously strengthening partnership between government and business, this has resulted in a virtuous cycle for the Philippine economy.
Pagtiyak pa ng palasyo ang magandang numero ng ekonomiya ay mararamdaman ng taong bayan. Kabilang sa mga naging prioridad ay ang mga programa kontra kahirapan katulad ng Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino at pagpapaganda ng serbisyong pangkalusugan.
Government has also pushed to ensure this economic growth is felt by the broadest number of people. Within the same 9-month period, the Aquino administration has enrolled more than 3 million beneficiaries under the Conditional Cash Transfer Program and has distributed 20 billion pesos priority social investment. On top of this, spending for public health has also increased, resulting in an expansion of healthcare safety nets and improvements in hospitals and health centers all over the country. Equitable and inclusive growth is a commitment of the Aquino administration that has prioritized the establishment of both social and physical infrastructure, which continues to redound to a more robust economy for the benefit of all Filipinos.
Magre-resulta din niya ito ng dagdag trabaho para sa mga Pilipino.
Well, kung i-breakdown niyo po yung mga detalye, tumaas po ang ating public and private construction. That would mean more employment for the people. Tapos yung ating yung manufacturing side po natin, tumaas din po. For instance, sa construction, it grew by 24.3%. Sa manufacturing naman po, tumaas din po 5.7% compared to 2% of the third quarter last year.
Dineklara rin ni Pangulong Aquino ang December 9 bilang National Anti-Corruption Day. Sa ilalim ito ng Proclamation No. 506. Layunin nitong itaas pa ang kamalayan ng publiko sa paglaban sa korupsyon. Ayon sa Pangulo, alinsunod na rin ito sa pagiging signatory ng Pilipinas sa United Nations Convention Against Corruption. Ang pagbaka sa korupsyon kasama na ang fiscal discipline ay ilan lamang sa mga dahilan kung bakit patuloy na bumubuti ang ekonomiya ng Pilipinas. At yan po ang ating pag-uulat mula dito sa Malacanang sa tulong ng RTVM. Ako po si Rocky Ignacio para sa Telebisyon ng Bayan.
Maraming salamat sa iyong ulat, Rocky.